Do you want to learn how to make $800 a month in artificial intelligence? Now in just a minute, I'm going to show you how I scaled this store to $800 a month using only artificial intelligence. So to begin, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little roadmap on how I've gone and achieved $880 a month using only AI. So to begin, what we want to do is we can use things like Chat GPT, which if you don't already know, I've got a video on the channel already explaining what that is and how you can use that to make money. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Chat GPT. So Chat GPT is going to help us by giving us prompts. And we're going to use those prompts and we're going to put it into an AI art generator. And then what we're going to do with those AI art generated images is we're going to list them on websites such as Etsy, or you've got other print on demand things like you can put the AI generated images on clothes, on those sorts of things. So, and the great thing about Etsy is they produce the traffic to your web store. So you don't really need to create your own traffic, although obviously it's better, but they'll do it all for you. Now you may think Etsy is you got to sell your own product, but what you can do is you can sell digital prints of the images that the AI is creating. All you need to do is you need to make these images, you need to put them in a PDF file at different variations of size, and then you can send them out to customers to purchase them. And then essentially what you can do is once you've got their email address, you can keep retargeting them with more art that they may like. All right, so now we've got that out of the way. You got a little brief overview and roadmap of what we're going to do. Let's get straight into it. So here's a great example how you can use AI generated images to sell PDF files to people on Etsy. So this guy over here, he's made all these AI generated images, and clearly he's doing well because you can see that he's got 103 sales. They range from donuts to city skylines. So if you want to generate these sort of images, what we need to do is we need to go over to PlaygroundAi.com. You can see that people have made all these sorts of images. And the cool thing about this website, opposed to DAL.E and Midjourney, is when you hover over these images on the home page, you can see the prompt that they've used to generate those images. A goddess entering a world of wonder and magic. A brilliant form now shines, colors bold and bright, captivating. Now what we can do, we can go over to ChatGPT and we can ask it to give us a prompt to create some digital art. So let's start off by saying, give me a prompt for a AI digital art piece that involves. So now that ChatGPT has given us our prompt, let's just copy that and go back over to PlaygroundAi.com and we'll paste that in. Change the prompt guidance up to a little bit to 10 and the quality to 92, and let's see what it makes. It might take a little while because it's going to have higher values. So there we go. It's created a monkey holding a little banana in the space. I think that looks pretty cool. So what we can do now with the collection, we can just change this to a space elephant and get plenty of sales. Now, obviously, the more images that you make and the more products you have on your Etsy store, the better, because ultimately Etsy is going to use your images and push it out to the home page and the featured page, which will gain more traction if you've got more images. Just write in space universe cartoon monkey holding a banana, comma digital image. And then what we can do over on the right here, we can scroll down and we can see quality and details. You can up the quality or the guidance, and the higher values will make the images closer to the prompt that you've given it. So let's just go along with, it's a 1.75 guidance with 130 quality, and we'll see what we generate. So you might have to wait a few seconds depending on how high the quality is that you've requested. But here we go, bang, it's created this cool digital art it's quite random. I don't know what's actually going on here, but what we can do also, we can just go edit and we can add or change things in that specific digital art. So the best way to do this is to create sort of collections within your store on Etsy, just to kind of categorize your different images. So we can see on this person's Etsy store that they've categorized it on the left hand side here. So they've got Christmas, cotton candy cat, cyberpunk girls, rabbits, donuts were on here at the moment. You can see they're pretty much the same, but there's little variations that you can easily do within PlaygroundAi. So let's go to yellow cab here. So it's yellow cab, and we've got a nice skyline, maybe New York or something like that. And they kind of just vary a little bit per image, so people can really choose what they prefer. So what we'll do, we go back over to PlaygroundAi and we'll sort of start a collection of images. Now, as you can see here, like I was just saying, on the Etsy homepage, you've got all these sort of images. And the chances are most of these looking ones are AI generated. Let's hover over this. There you go. Digital art print, AI generated wall art. Now, it's just simply a numbers game where the more products you have in your store, the longer you've had it there for, they're just going to scale. Etsy obviously want to make money and they want to push your products if they're selling. So if you're creating products that are, eye-popping and people want them to put on their walls and in frames and whatnot, then you'll do really well with Etsy. Now, what we can do, we can go back over to ChatGPT and we can say, change the monkey to, and here we go. ChatGPT has just created another little prompt, and let's go put it back into PlaygroundAi. And there we go. We've made another one that's similar to the elephant, so we can just keep creating these collections and just building up different sort of things.